Hey, this is Cameron and welcome to the reaction log. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Today is a very special and spicy episode of the reaction log because I have stuff I have to do later. This is actually the first day of the guitar competition and festival that I'll be going to very soon, and I have a master class in like 6 hours or something like that. And so here's what I want to do. I want to slow things down a little bit. Usually I do some wacky, stupid thing. I mean, we still can do that. Let me see if I can... Oh, real fart sounds. Here we go. Oh, you guys like that one, I bet. Oh, these are good. I'll post a link to this in my description. Just kidding, I don't remember to ever do that. But I want to slow things down. I want to talk about something a little more serious because I have a masterclass, like I said, which the masterclass, by the way, will be a romantic music specialist slash expert by the name of Douglas James. Let's go ahead and get a look at him. None of these guys are him. There he is. You can tell because he's holding a guitar. Boom. It's gonna be with him, and I actually already emailed him, and he's been kind enough to allow me to video the masterclass that we're gonna do later today. So this is kind of a two-parter here, but I think I'm gonna make that a part of the actual vlog at the guitar competition like I've been doing. So this is sort of a little bit of precursor, because I don't know how familiar you guys are with Lob der Tränen, but I think it'll make a better video if you're more familiar with it. And I kind of just want to form some questions about it just to ask him, and maybe we can learn a little bit more about romantic music interpretation and just get more familiar with different versions of it and form opinions about it. And I know this might sound a little boring to you right now, but I mean, you know, more poop fart videos coming out soon, more Rick Beato, Jacob Collier fart videos. If you don't know, Lob der Tränen is a piece that I've been working on for a while. I picked it up from Brandon Aker, so it's been like a year or so since I've been playing that. But it's been kind of on and off. I didn't really get back into it until about a month ago, and it's going to be one of the pieces that I'm competing with. And I'm just bringing this up because it is a fact. I'm not like expecting to win this or anything, but in the competition that I'm going to, there is a special prize for the best romantic piece interpretation, and it can be like Soar or Mertz or whoever. Special prize, George Thomas Panorano, awarded by Dr. Douglas James himself, which this is a guitar, in case you didn't know. Yeah, you know, something like that. I don't know. It's an old guitar to play your romantic music on, if you play the best romantic music out of anyone in that group. My point is that there's a big attention to romantic music and interpretation in this competition, so we might as well go hard into it. You're gonna see the masterclass of Lob der Tränen, but I think it would be a best viewing experience for you if before you watch that masterclass, we talk about the piece, first the original, like piano and voice, how it was supposed to be, and then we look at a bunch of guitar interpretations and kind of figure out what we like and don't like, and maybe we can bring some of this to the masterclass and ask more detailed questions to get the best bang for our buck for this thing. So we have a lot in store, and you're gonna be hearing this piece a lot if you're watching, or you can just turn off my videos, which is also an option too, but don't do that. Segovia's last concert? Dude, I bet this was rough. Let's see it. Alright, that's making me kind of sad. So I've been using this version, which is the piano and voice by Dietrich, I don't know, and then Gerald Moore. There we go. That's a name. That's a name right there. But I've been using this as sort of a framework. This is the quintessential performance. If you do all the stuff they're doing, or at least try to emulate it in some way, your interpretation is probably going to be okay. Which I've kind of been finding that's what a lot of guitar arrangement interpretations are. If you can make people forget that they're listening to a guitar arrangement, that's like the best thing. You want to always try to mimic the violin or mimic the voice. You don't want to ever just be a guitar. Regardless, let's take a listen to this. So we have to try to, on one instrument, sort of emulate the piano and how it would play, and then have a voice come in after that. And just talking about some of the rubato there, because I feel like rubato is kind of a hard thing to know when you should employ it. We heard it very clearly between those two chords. And then... and then the voice. So pretty interesting, because I feel like when I was first looking at this, I was playing it like separating out those phrases. And then new phrase. But it really... And then that's sort of the end. And then... And this... Getting that melody to come out there... You don't hear that. Like, in Mertz's arrangement, it's just so hard to hear that. So, like listen to this. It's like so on that C sharp instead of the E, right? But you want that. Let's keep it going. And then maybe... Slight. And now this next part's interesting. Kind of like screaming a... And now separating out the piano from the voice on that, that's something that I've been doing like more recently. So, and that's the... And now this next part, listen to this. Just, yeah! And then just a really rapid decrease. I feel like this is so delicate. But no, he's like... But I'm trying to make the piano quiet, too. And then build. But yeah, I think all of that together is like... It's kind of loud. These screams. And then, finally, loud. And what I was doing is a little extreme. I don't want to like snap the string on the melody. Let's actually hear that ending. And then it's just back to piano. And that's really what we want to do with the shreddy next section, because the following section is just the same music again, but Mertz just added twice as many notes. That's all it is. You know, so everything we heard... That part's pretty straightforward, and then this. And I'm trying... So getting that same music to come out in this part is really hard, and I'm a little stuck on how actually to do that. I keep making that staccato. And then that... It's like, why? That's all there. You have to really be delicate with it, because that's basically like the piano part there, I guess. It's in a different key. So that is all. Except the melody like goes all over the place this time, right? And that's the ending. And I'm just listening to the first half again to interpret that next part, because again, it's the same music. So those are my ideas of how I'm playing this. And I kind of just want to look at other guitar versions and just see what other people have going on. So I feel like the natural starting place, we gotta look at Marcin. No, not that Marcin. We gotta look at Marcin Dyla, of course, from Sick Ass Guitars, and I'm sure he'll be playing one too. With a Julian Gnomes Ramirez 1919 guitar. That's an old frickin' guitar, alright. Oh yeah, dude. Dude, this Marcin is doing no miming, too. You can tell. You can hear everything in that room. You can hear his breath and his... Dude, if you're doing that at a competition, you're freaking winning. Are you kidding me? I feel like that might get some more interpretive ideas out of my guitar. It's hard to focus on doing that. Hey, don't clip that, alright? Don't use that for your own purposes. It's all love, Marcin. I'm sorry. I've said a lot of worse things to other people also named Marcin, so, you know. The whispering to his guitar is kind of like this Marcin's foot stomping. Let's actually listen to him play. Same rubato there. Look at that. God, dude, he perfectly encapsulates how, like, cyclical this opening is. It's almost like watching a pianist play, just, like, moving around the guitar and then he ends up back where he started. I feel like when I play, I'm, like, here. And then, like, big jump. And then big jump. But him, it's just, like, look at this freaking left hand, dude. He found, like, the perfect route. So easy. What? His hand's moving so slow. It's like in slow motion. All right. Whoa, a lot of rubato on there. Let's hear how it connects. So really separated out those two parts. Like the same. A little more rubato in the beginning of the melody, though, I think. He puts a lot in there. And then it kind of picks up. Maybe less there. Oh, man, I just missed the notes. God, listen how he separates out the melody from those power chords. I shouldn't scratch my nail up right before a competition, but just like... Getting that melody to ring out is so hard. Yeah, let's see what he does. He's playing it with less vigor than I would imagine, based on the first thing that we heard. So he's kind of softening up on this. Really soft. Tons of rubato. Super soft. That's how a guitarist would play that. That's how I played it originally, but that is not how that part goes, like, based on this one random recording of this guy singing it. Like, which, like, who cares? But listen to the difference. You know what I mean? It's just, it's interesting. I feel like he's playing it more as you'd imagine a guitarist would, like, where it's beautiful. The crescendo, rubato. And that's all kind of the same volume, and then maybe grow. But I don't know, I think I like the... I'm talking such a big game about, like, Marcin Dialo's interpretation and how it differs from, like, a recording of the vocal version. Dude, you're gonna hear me play this in a masterclass. I bet I'm gonna sound, like, so bad. I'm just gonna, like, clam up and just be terrible. Hey, I'm putting myself out there, though, you know? Whatever. Let's see how he does this part. Increases speed. It almost feels like he's starting off like just super slow. He's not doing the slide. Then it gets faster. And then it goes like faster through that part. So slow. And then the other side like mimics it too, where it's like, alright. And then slow. Speed up. He's shredding this part. How do you get that E to just not sound just terrible? Ringing out. Like, I feel like... That's like... I don't even know. Like, I feel like maybe that part was that I got lost the most. I get lost the most playing that part too, because it's like, what do you even do? I feel like it's natural to want to play that part, like, soft, but it's not really soft. Let's see how he does this. Yeah. Yeah. Shred it. Yeah. Oh, and then that bar chord is so much easier for him. Dude, the ending of this piece ends on a D major, G cade shape. So, from the C cade shape, you gotta do that. Yeah. Try doing that on your dad's classical guitar. It ain't easy, but I can hit it pretty consistently now, and I've been doing like spider exercises, especially with these fingers, where I just plant on the 3rd string softly and then go through. Because that's the kind of technique you need to do this. Like just going right to it. I didn't even get it. Oh man, like that. It's tough. Alright, that was Marcin's version. I kind of feel like we don't even need to watch anyone else's, because it's like, it's just going to be a lesser version of that. Hey, so after this, which I'm just going to edit this video really quick, and then I'm going to practice for like 2 more hours, and then I'm off to that guitar festival. And you're going to hear me play that live, and then go over it with Douglas James, and that will be a hoot and a holler, and that will be in the competition log. Yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. You guys have seemed to show interest in like more serious topics like that. So, you know, if you like that kind of stuff, maybe we can look at some more pieces where we're just talking about interpretive stuff. It's especially fun when I'm doing a master class where we can kind of ask these questions right after I film this video. I'm literally doing it today. But don't worry, there's gonna be more stupid videos coming out soon. The other Marcin isn't safe. Jacob Collier isn't safe. No one's safe, because I'm almost done with the last competition of the year. And once I do that, I'm gonna have plenty of time to make all the videos in the world. But for now, I need to practice a lot. I'm still gonna be practicing a lot then, but it won't consume my life like how it has. Alright, well, I think we can go ahead and wrap this one up here. Hey, of course, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. Stay tuned for the competition log. I'm gonna be doing a 10-minute set tomorrow in competition, and of course I'll be filming it, and I'll share that. No matter what happens, even if I bomb super hard, I will share it. And it's funny, because if you've been watching for a while, you maybe remember that I actually went to a competition like 1.5 years ago or so, or 2 years ago. It was like maybe 6 months after starting my YouTube channel, but this is the same competition right here, and I went there and saw like how good these people were, and it really inspired me to go like really hard into practice. And now I'm coming back again as a grad student, competing, and pretty ready. Like, I feel pretty ready. When I went there 2 years ago, I would have bombed. There's no way I could have played in front of like judges like that. But a lot's happened since then. Got a few under my belt already. This is just another one, no big deal. I'm like practicing more than ever, learning my music better than ever. Like, all my music is so much more clear than it's ever been. And I'll actually tell you how I've been preparing for this competition to make my music so clear. I'll talk about it in the competition log though. And yeah, of course, Rootin's Delight. I'm wearing this to my masterclass because it's freaking baller. So if you want to do that, link in the description. There is a sale. It is automatically applied. I've seen comments about like the non-existent sale that I keep mentioning. If you go to Rootin's Delight and make a checkout, it'll automatically discount by 15%, but only for another like 2 weeks or so, because I did it for a month. I don't know how long the sale's going on for, which it is my store. I don't know. I'm a terrible manager, but I look like a good manager wearing this shirt, looking pretty spiffy, huh? Of course, guitar lessons. This is the closest thing you're gonna get to a guitar lesson from me, because I ain't teaching them. But there's a lot of people who teach guitar lessons who are way better than me, so you can just ask them. And if you really want guitar lessons from me, I would ask you, why me specifically? Why? And if you still want guitar lessons after asking yourself that question, wait until the summer and I'll probably take on a few students, just because teaching is a good thing to keep up with. I've taught a lot of lessons and I've kind of taken a break, but I will get back to it eventually. And I do like it. I love it, depending on who it is. I'm sure any of you, I would love our lessons together though. Alright, I'll see you in the next one. And it's competition time. It's freaking go time. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.